Welcome again to our short story section. It's all about honesty is the title. And the story is getting exciting with every episode. Today is episode 8. The story so far. When Asumadu reported for work at BNB Finances, he was given a brief about the company's operations with a focus on the financial malfeasance perpetrated by some officers in the past. He learned that it was due to that negative experience of the past that management went to great lengths to look for an honest person to fill the position. Let's continue on the story. Asumadu closed from work after a long day with the deputy director. When he got home, his brothers were already home, waiting to know what kept him so long in Mr. Akumanyi's office. I am still being introduced into the operations of BNB Finances, Asumadu told his brothers. And you have no idea what I'm learning. You have no idea either what they have been telling us about you, his brothers disclosed. About me? Will you please share what you heard with me? Why not? They said with a lot of excitement in their voice. The people praise you to the hills for your honesty. We're surprised to learn that they know much more about us than we can imagine. We're told about the kind of investigations they conducted on us as siblings. They are convinced beyond doubt that honesty is intrinsic to you and that you have infected us with it. That explains why we're also employed. They encouraged us to continue to learn your ways. I also heard a lot from the deputy director, Asumadu corroborated. What he told me reminded me of a story father once narrated when he was alive. Was it also about honesty? Regrettably, it was about a single act of dishonesty by a househelp who had served honestly for many years, Asumadu explained. The two brothers said eagerly, if there is any lesson in it for us, we are all ears. And so after they had all had supper, Asumadu narrated the story. Mr. Kwesi Apiakobe was known in his community as a straight and an uncompromising gentleman who had a penchant for perfection, Asumadu began. To him, anything that needed to be done ought to be done right. That was the principle he unrepentantly lived by and which he expected all around him to follow without fail. But his hard stance on adherence to good principles and standards was misconstrued by many. Atiso, who was a houseboy in the Apiakobe household, was one of them. He had his own understanding of his master's attitude towards him. He interpreted his master's strictness as not only sheer wickedness, but also pure hatred for his person. He knew he was hardworking, honest, and dedicated to his master. Therefore, the last thing he expected from Mr. Apiakubi was his seeming unappreciative response to his dedication and devotion to duty. Sometimes he even felt abused. Once he overheard a conversation between Mr. Apiakubi and his friend. Mr. Apiakubi's friend had begun with flattering comments about Atiso. "Don't spoil my boy for me," Mr. Apiakubi had snapped angrily. "He's only doing his duty. If he slacks in any way, I'll fire him." Nonetheless, Atiso strove to please his master on all occasions. However, beneath all his stern facade, Mr. Apiakubi's sincere assessment of Atiso's service was one who measured up to his standards. He never found him wanting in any task he assigned him in all the 10 years Atiso had been serving. He even used him as his yardstick to assess everyone else. All this he did without giving Atiso the slightest hint. On the occasion of the 10th anniversary of Atiso's stay with the Apiakubi family, his master decided to throw a party in his honor. A big goat was therefore purchased for that purpose. Atiso was required to grill the meat in a special way, in a way that had never been done in the house before, because his master told him it was for a very special person. The head of the animal, always the favorite of the master, must be especially spiced and grilled. I guess you were expecting more, but unfortunately this is the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Please continue to stay tuned. It is getting more interesting. So please subscribe, tell friends to subscribe, hit the notification bell in order to benefit from the full story. Thank you and bye-bye.